So some of you may know I'm talking about the people who watch my channel all the time. Appreciate you guys, but I have not been able to upload a video since Saturday. I've been going through a lot of stuff. So after thinking about the things I've been going through, not being able to upload a video, I just came to the conclusion that I'm going to take some time from YouTube. I don't know how much time, maybe a couple months, maybe even a little bit longer. I love talking Eagles football and Sixers basketball with all you guys and appreciate all the support over this last 7.5 months that I've been doing this. I really appreciate y'all, but I'm going to have to take a step back. I don't know how long it's going to be. I was already in the process of making this video. That's why I did a community post yesterday. I've been thinking about this for a while, so I'm going to finish it out with a bang, I guess. But thanks for all the support, and I don't know when I'm going to be back. What's psych? April Fools! So yesterday, I made a community post, and it pretty much said, if the Eagles can't get one of them big three, CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs III, who should the Eagles take at 21? Whether it be at 21 or moving back, who should be the first pick when it comes to receiver, which we all know we need for the Philadelphia Eagles? And the options were these five, because on community post pool, you can only do 5 options. So it was Justin Jefferson, Denzel Mims, T. Higgins, Jalen Reagor, and Chase Claypool. And the votes are in. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you are new to the channel and love talking Philly sports every single day, because I ain't going nowhere, hit that subscribe button. Now, if you know the Eagles got to get a wide receiver, but don't know which way they're going to go, trade up and get a big three, stay at 21, and there's a bunch of guys that the Eagles can go, or trade back to try to get 2 of them and some more picks. There's so many ways the Eagles can head into this draft. Smash that like button. And oh, by the way, it helps this content and pushes it out to other Philly fans. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topic. So like I said, after I did the April Fool's trick, come on, it's April 1st. You knew that should have been coming from some YouTuber. But anyways, I did a community post yesterday and it asked, if we can't get the big three, and we stay at 21 or we move back, who should be the first receiver the Eagles should take? And it got 370 votes, and here were the results. Justin Jefferson, 44%. Denzel Mims, 39%. T. Higgins, 8%. Jalen Reagor, 8%. And Chase Claypool, 2%. When it comes to these 5 receivers, I understand why everybody at least got a couple votes, because some people believe the Eagles are going to fall back into the second round, gain more picks, and then there won't be a guy like Denzel Mims or Justin Jefferson. So you have to look at guys like Jalen Reagor, T. Higgins, Chase Claypool, and even guys like KJ Hamler, because he's not in the pool because I don't have room, because YouTube only lets you get 5 people in the pool. But this wide receiver draft is so deep. There's going to be guys at the end of the second and early third, like the Brandon Ayuks, the Duvernays, and the Chenaults that are going to garnish some attention too. But that's later, and we have a later second round pick. Who knows what we do with it? But if we stay at 21, no moving back, no moving up, and we have to decide out of Denzel Mims or Justin Jefferson, because that was the bulk of the voting, who should we pick? In this video, I'm going to talk about both players, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, who would fit the Eagles better, and I'm going to give you my decision on who I would take at 21 if the Eagles stayed at 21, because they really have so many options. Maybe they still find a way to move up. Maybe they stay here, or maybe they move back. Every scenario changes who I think the Eagles will take. But if we're talking about staying at 21 and it comes down to these 2 receivers, I'm going to give you my answer. It's not an easy answer, but I'm going to give it to you. Now, the people that did vote, Denzel Mims, or voted Justin Jefferson, let me know in the comment section who you would take after this video. I'm not saying I'm going to change your mind, but I'm saying I don't know who you are who voted because the votes are blind. It is what it is, but let me know in the comment section your decision when it comes to Denzel Mims or Justin Jefferson. Just these two because these garnished the most votes, and we're talking about staying at 21. If you like one of the other ones at 21, tell me and tell me why. I think T. Higgins is getting slept on, but I just don't know if I would do it at the 21st pick. Jalen Reagor is a guy that Gate City Sports Steve Hyder's been putting me on, and I'm starting to like him too. But in this video, we're going to talk about Denzel Mims, Justin Jefferson, the 21st pick. Let's get into it. Justin Jefferson. We all know he's 6'1", 202 pounds. He ran a 4.4340 at the combine. Let's talk about some strengths. Great hands.
First team All-SEC after the play fake, the slant.
Great body control. Good at adjusting to the ball.
Burrow fires.
Great change of direction when ball is in his hands. Yards after the catch. Also can get down the field.
Got it! Justin Jefferson! Jefferson!
Some weaknesses. Played more in the slot, although he played a little on the outside. Can he play outside the way we need him to?
Dodges the rush. Going for Jefferson again!
Denzel Mims. He's 6'3", 207 pounds. Ran a 4.3840. Let's talk some strengths. Plays outside in the X position. Also has speed of a Y position.
Smith airing it out. Down the sideline. Completes the pass.
Great hands.
Brewer to the end zone for Mims.
Great body control. Great catch radius.
Brewer to pass into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown Mims.
I'm talking fades.
Brewer to throw for it. Got a man in the end zone. It is
Back shoulders.
Early in the third quarter, a play fake for Mims again. Touch.
Jump balls.
Looking Mims' way. Mims! What a sensational catch!
Can get vertical.
play action. Solomon. Caught!
Let's talk some weaknesses. Route running. They didn't ask him to run many routes because of his big playability.
Play action again. Brewer takes it downfield. Shot! Mims has got it!
Hasn't been a yak guy, but he doesn't need that with his big playability anyways. Look, when it comes to these two players, I believe they're both going to have great NFL careers, barring any crazy injury. Knock on wood. I do think, though, that Justin Jefferson will come in and be more NFL ready right away when it comes to route running. You know, running your routes to beat the defense, to, you know, fit in the zones of a defense, all that stuff. I think Justin Jefferson will be better than Denzel Mims. But when it comes to just coming in and balling out, fades, back shoulder catches, going deep, getting these contested catches over NFL-ready players, I think that goes to Denzel Mims. I think Justin Jefferson is the safer player with still upside, and Denzel Mims is the more upside, because Denzel Mims does got to work on some of his route tree, not because he just can't run routes, but because in college they didn't ask much of him, because the 4 or 5 routes that he needed to do, he killed them on it. So they didn't ask him to do this, that, and the third. Well, Justin Jefferson, he played in the inside. He also played on the outside. That is another thing. Justin Jefferson got most of his production from the slot. Now, I'm not saying he can't play outside. We've seen him play in the X position at 6'1", 202, 4.43 speed. He can get down the field, and he can play the X, but where he was most productive was in the slot. So I'm worried that if the Eagles move him out to the X or the X position and try to force him to do that, will that hamper his game? We don't know that. But in the NFL, even your X receivers nowadays, you know, you see Michael Thomas line up in a slot. Like in the NFL, you got to be able to move around. You got to have your one defined position. I understand that. But a good play caller moves other players around. I mean, like I said, Michael Thomas lined up in the slot. We've seen DeAndre Hopkins line up in the slot. We've seen Antonio Brown line up in the slot, even though he's a little slot kind of guy. I mean, Mike Evans, a big dude who gets vertical and just beats you up top. He lined up in the slot once in a while. It's just how you mix and match the game. But anyways, I want a guy that the Eagles can rely on outside, no matter what the place call is. And when it comes to a guy like Denzel Mims, he can do it all. I think you need to work on him with his route tree, because I'm not saying he can't do it, but he has to learn it, because we're going to ask more than just these couple routes when it comes to NFL defenses. So both these players are really good, and I like both of them. I wouldn't be mad with either one, but I told you I'm going to make my decision, and telling you right now it's a very close decision, but I'm starting to lean more toward Denzel Mims. I don't know. Maybe it's a high risk, high reward, but I'm starting to like this kid. Every time I watch actual tape, a full game of him, he just puts on a show. He puts on a show. Acrobatic catches, back, shoulder, face. These are things that I love. And when it comes down to it, at 6'3", 207, he can get down the field. So it's nothing against Justin Jefferson, and I do think he might even be the more safer player with upside still. I'm just going to go with Denzel Mims. I mean, don't kill the messenger. I like them both. And like I said, the way the Eagles are set up, who knows? If they move up, it's neither of them two. If they stay there, I believe it's one of them two. And if they move back, then we're talking about the KJ Hamlers, the Jalen Reagers, maybe even a Chase Claypool. He's raw and might slip a little bit back because of the rawness, but this attributes he got, the size, the weight, the speed, it looks like Megatron. Now, I'm not saying that, but it looks like it. I mean, even guys in the late second with our 53rd pick, you know, the Brandon Ayuks, the Duvernays, the, you know, Michael Pittmans, all these guys can ball out, you know. T. Higgins, like I said, T. Higgins, people are sleeping on him. I love his tape. Just there's something that makes me think he might not be able to be as fast and explosive as I want him to be. But his tape for Clemson, he can do it all too. He can do it all. So that's where I really feel about that. Let me know in the comment section, who would you take, Denzel Mims or Justin Jefferson? Let me know. I love both them players. I'm leaning toward Denzel Mims, but it's all love in Philadelphia. Eagles fans, we stick together no matter what. At the end of the day, like I said, let me know in the comment section, who would you pick? And you know what time it is. We out.